Yes, I can light the whole universe. I am different, I am purpose, I am brilliant. Yes, I feel it.
Today is a collab. And I know y'all like, what? Another collab? Well, you know what? I'm trying to get my collab weight up. You know, I'm trying to get up in the game. I'm trying to be like the big YouTubers, like the big beauty gurus. I'm doing more collabs. But anyway, today's collab is with my girl, HotMessNessMUA. Vanessa. All right, so let me just tell you about Nessa and the collab we're gonna do. So we're going to be doing a collab about the Pantone color of the year. And if you would like to hear about my girl Nessa and this Pantone color of the year thing we're doing, don't go anywhere. All right, so let's talk about this collab first, and then we're gonna get into the Pantone color of the year. All right, so first off, I am collabing with my girl HotMessNessMUA. Nessa, I love you, but that's a rough one to get out good. So the first thing is, I want to tell you about Nessa. Now, Nessa, when you watch her video, and I'm going to put it in the cards, it will be in the description box. Please check out her channel. Is that I was kind of intimidated. Vanessa is a mother of 5. She is this tiny little thing, and her knowledge of makeup is really, really just awesome. And when I watch her videos, it's very thorough. You know, she's one of the type of people that makes me think, okay, I need to step my game up. I need to be better. But she's the type of person who has such a breadth of her collection is just awesome. Like, she's got, you know, Wayne Goss brushes, Sonia G brushes. She's got, you know, a little Chikuhodo over here. She's got, and she is big on single eyeshadows. So, you know, me trying to do this thing was like pulling palettes and everything. And I've seen what Nessa's coming with. So when you all go to hers, you know, just be kind to me. Don't jump ship on me. Just, you know, say we still love you, Lou. But, you know, Nessa killed it. Nessa killed it. Nessa killed it. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, so please go visit Nessa. So let's go back on into the Pantone color of the year. If you are not aware of what the Pantone color of the year is, this has been going on for 20 years. Pantone is one of the governing bodies of colors, and when you go to get colors from like in reference to like on your Photoshop and everything, they use the Pantone color spectrum. And so for the last 20 years, they have been doing a color of the year. And the color of the year is interesting because many companies, when Pantone announces it, it's a trend. So whatever color that they talk about becomes a trend. Like, for instance, last year was the ultraviolet, which I actually did a Pantone color of the year, violet collab with Fit Chick Glows. She will tag with Fit Chick Glows. I will put it right here in the cards so you can see that one. And so, you know, you will see the trends of like beauty, fashion, home, all these things. You will start seeing these colors being very prevalent based on the Pantone color of the year. So this year it was Living Coral. Now I'll read you a few things that they've said about it to describe it. They said, an animating and life-affirming coral hue with a golden undertone that energizes and enlivens with a softer edge. Vibrant yet mellow, Living Coral embraces us with warmth and nourishment to provide comfort and buoyancy in our continually shifting environment. In reaction to the onslaught of digital technology and social media increasingly embedding into daily life, we are seeking authentic and immersive experiences that enable connection and intimacy. Sociable and spirited, the engaging nature of Pantone Living Coral welcomes and encourages lighthearted activity. So that's a lot from a damn color, y'all. But hey, if Pantone says it's going to happen like that, I believe them. So what I wanted to do is we're sharing our collections in reference to, you know, the corals that we have, and to help, you know, to talk about it, because maybe there's some colors that you might see or you want to, you know, embrace the color of the year. And also we're going to do a look. Now, what I was going to do at first was do the look, have it on my face now, but then I decided this might be fun. And I was going to do a get ready with me, but I said, nah, let's do it a little differently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my collection of coral, and then I'm going to do a quick look afterwards, and you can see which colors I chose for my look. Now, this is going to be the fun part I want from you all. After, I would love for you to pitch, before you see what colors I actually use, I would love if you all would like put down colors of you know, from like the cheek products or anything that you think that I'm going to use. I would just love to see what you say. All right. So anyway, let's get into it. So I'm going to go into the least sexy into the most sexy, which is, I'm going to start with cheeks. I'm going to start with cheeks right now. And so let's start out with cheeks. And now one of my favorite cheeks in corally colors, of course, is California by Benefit. Now this, first off, this stuff always smells so good to me. But this is such a pretty, let me get y'all a good swatch of this. This is a classic coral. And now the thing is, you really can't see it on here, but if you're up close, you can see the subtle gold in this. So it does have that pinky orange vibe. And that's the thing about coral. It's kind of like a pinky peachy or pinky color. And then it has like this, it has a little gold undertones. So that's why that one is, so the California is good. Now this is, I'm going to show you now. This is from the Anastasia 2017 holiday, the blush kit that they came out with. And this one is right here. Now this is a more of an orangey tone, you know, a peachy orangey tone, but it still has a coral vibe to it because it's kind of got a little, just enough pink in it to make it work as a nice coral. So this is like something that you could wear when you're doing a monochromatic coral look, but wouldn't be too bad. Now this is one of my favorites blushes, and this is called Coral Crush, and this is a powder cheek stain by Lorac. Now these are no longer sold. They do have a different formulation. I have to see if they have something comparable to this in their newer formulation, which is like the Light Source or something. But look at this. Oh, I don't know if you all can see it or if it translates as well on camera, but if you saw this in person, this embodies that living coral because it has the pinky peach orangey look. And it's got the gold in it. I mean, I don't know if you all can see it. Get a little closer. I don't know if you can see it, but that is a coral. And now this one I just got recently, and this is the Laura Geller Papaya. And this is a bright coral. Which one finger didn't I use? Okay, let's see. I don't think I used this one. And so if you see it, this is one of those bright, really bright, kind of reddish orangey ones. But when you put it on, it's still got and it's got a little sheen in it. I know you can't see it, but if you're up close, you can see a little gold undertone to it, which works really well with the Pantone color of the year. Now let's talk highlighters. Now I know you think coral highlighters, but no, not necessarily a coral highlighter, but definitely like a peachy, pinky, gold kind of vibe. So the two that I have here, this is, now I know this is a blush, but I use this as a highlighter, and you'll see why. This is the Bella Bellini by Milani right here. And so I use this more as a highlighter because, quite frankly, it's a highlighter. And so like if I show it to you, you can see the duochromy, and when you get a very gold, pinky, corally vibe to it. And so that's why I chose this, and I do wear it as a highlighter. I just got it recently, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, this is a highlighter. Now this I have, this is from Color Rain, and this is a Cutie Pie right here. Let me see if you all can see it. This is Cutie Pie. Now this one is more pink. It's got a little more pink in it, but when it shifts, it's got a little orange and definitely got a little gold in it. So when you see it, it's very pink, but I think this, you know, corals and pinks look so good together that it's a really good idea for the highlighter to, you know, bring out to the coral that you're wearing. All right, so next up, let's talk, All right, so next, let's talk lips. Now, there was a time when I would have been like, I ain't got no coral lip. I ain't got nothing coral. I got no coral. Because that just wasn't the look that I used. I mean, honestly, I was not a coral person when it came to lipsticks. I was a red. I was a dark, vampy person in the wintertime. And in the summertime, pink. Pink, pink, pink. That was it. So now since I have gotten on YouTube and I've found new colors that I love, and my color range has expanded in my lipsticks. And I wear more colors now, not just the dark vampy ones and the red ones, but you know, y'all know I wear a lot of lipsticks. Okay, so let's get started with lip glosses. So the first lip gloss I'm going to show, and when I started thinking about doing this, was immediately Creamsicle by Buxom. So this is Creamsicle by Buxom. And this one right here, and this is the color. And this is a classic coral. This is a very, you know, this doesn't have the gold undertones because this is a very just straight up coral shade, not with the undertones. Then I remembered I had this, and this is the NARS Lip Lacquer in Orgasm. And we know this is going to be classic look. It has a little more peach in it, so it's a little more orangey, but there's enough of the pink and the gold undertones in it. So this looks really good when you're doing a whole, you know, coral vibe. Now let's go into the lipsticks. I'm going to start with the tubes, and then I'll go into the liquid ones. Tube lipsticks, I got a few of them. This is the first one. This is my Colory Shine by L'Oreal in Luminous Coral. This was one of my colors of the summer. I fell in love with the Colorishes. Yeah, you can't tell me nothing about them. And this is beautiful if you want to do coral, but you're scared, because coral is a very, very vibrant color on the lips. So if you're not ready to wear it that vibrant, this is beautiful because it's got a little sheerness to it where it won't overwhelm you with the coral vibe. Next up, I've had this for a while. B got this for me. This is called Tropic Tonic by MAC. And now this is a classic coral color. I mean, I love this color. Now, I will say when you're wearing like these super vibrant corals like this one and another one I have, this one looks really good with like a burgundy or lip liner. So if you want to, you know, if you want to bring it down, tone it down just a little bit, go with a nice burgundy lip liner. I forget the lip liner that I got from MAC to go with this, but that looks really good because it tones it down so it's not so bright and blinding on your lips, and because that can be a little scary. This one is ColourPop. This is from the Makeup Shayla collection, and this is called OU. Now this is a paler kind of peachy corally color. So where this one is such a vibrant pink one, this is a more peachy coral color. And so this is a nice one if you're not ready for that. And then finally, I have Pinch Me by Smashbox in the Be Legendary Matte. This is like very similar to the Tropic Tonic, but not quite as intense. So if you really want to try, if you want to go with something that's more intense, you can go with the Pinch Me because it's a little deeper. It's more on the corally nude side as opposed to this Tropic Tonic, which is blinding coral right there. So now let's talk liquid lipsticks. I got a few of those. Interestingly enough, I have quite a few of the my Wet n Wilds. I don't know how that happened, but I got a lot of Wet n Wild ones. So let's go through the Wet n Wild ones first, and then we will go into the other ones. So the first one is and this is in the liquid catsuit. This is Coral Corruption. This is one of their very first ones that they came out with in that line. And yeah, so let's see, and then okay, still okay. And so here we go. There's this one right here, and that's Coral Corruption. This looks really pretty on. It's got a deepness to it, even though it is a pinky, you know, coral. It's got that pink undertones to it, but it's still got enough deepness to it, so it's not as bright and blinding of coral. Then next up is this one, which is a newer one, which is their liquid catsuits in the High Shine lipsticks, and this is Peach Stole My Look. And so these are their more lacquered ones, and this is a peachy coral, and so this is good if you're doing a really vibrant coral eye and you still want to do kind of a monochromatic look, so you can go with a more peachy coral. So this is a very light coral. It's not as vibrant as the Living Coral, no lie. This is not a vibrant one. It's more of a peach toned one, but it's a really good idea if you're going with a very vibrant peach tone look and then you want to bring down your lips. That would be a nice way to like wear, like maybe layer it with maybe the Tropic Tonic right there, put that peach on top, boom. This is one of my favorites. This is Bali in Love. This is one of their metallic lipsticks, and I am not a huge fan of metallic lipsticks, but these are so subtle on the lips that they're beautiful on. So let me see. I don't know, man. I wore this all summertime. I might have used it up. So anyway, so yes, this is the Bali in Love. And the reason why I like it is because it's a very subtle metallic. Whereas, you know, some of these metallic liquid lipsticks are just in your face. This has a metallic, but it's a sheen. And you can see you got a little gold flecks in it, but they're not so overwhelming that they're they take over your lips and you look a little crazy and everything. And it doesn't give you that drying, because you know how a lot of metallics will be very drying on the lips. This is not drying at all. It lays down really well, and it gives you a thin wash of it, which is really beautiful on. Next up is Coco's Island by Ofra. And I was like, wait a minute, I think I got one of these. Baby, look at this. This is another one of these panky corals. This has a very deep pink undertone to it, so that's a really pretty color to play with. And then finally, I just got this one recently, which is Snob by Colored Rain. Wait till y'all see this one, y'all. Wait till y'all see this one. And when I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is gonna look terrible on, but it is such a pretty coral. This is so pretty. Now, I don't know how it's going to look on deeper skin tones. If you want to wear lip liners, ladies, lip liners. And then you can wear this, because it is such a pretty, vibrant coral lip color. Oh, man, I forgot about this one. I'm going to show it to y'all. Even though y'all know how I feel about this company and this particular. This is the Cake Pop Lippy and Picnic on Peachtree. And I forgot about it. And then I remember to do it. But this is a very vibrant, more orangey coral. I'm going to show it to y'all because I'm showing it. I'm showing the colors. I'm being true to this collab. But y'all know how I feel about these little $14 minis. Y'all know how I feel about them. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so now let's talk the sexy products. Let's talk the eyeshadows. Now, for me, I don't have a lot of coral, because if you're on my channel, you know I tend toward kind of bright colors, kind of cool tone colors, things like that. But I thought about it and said, oh, wait a minute, but I got some. So I went through. Now, for me, these are in palettes. I don't have a lot of, I'm not a single person. I don't have a lot of singles, so I can't pull a lot of singles out. But I do have palettes that have quite a bit of coral in them. And so I decided, let me show you some palettes. And then once again, I'm going to choose some colors and create this eye look. And let's see what y'all think. All right, so the first one that came to mind immediately to me was this. I don't know why this thing looks a mess, but this is the BH Cosmetics Nouveau Neutrals. Immediately I thought about it, because even when they advertise it, if you read their advertising, this is a corally, mauvey, pink toned neutral palette. And so right in here are their corals right here, and this is like the serious coral right there. And let me show y'all how that looks. So this is like that beautiful vibrancy, you know, coral right there. Now, of course, in the eyeshadows, I don't have any dual chromes up per se with this, so I get that gold undertone. But this right here is freaking gorgeously beautiful right there. And actually, they do have one in here. So let me show you all this one next to it. And then this is the one that, you know, it's a pinky, kind of got a little coral in it, you know, so it's kind of got the pinky undertones of it. So, yeah. Now, next up, let me go into this palette so we're going to find some. I'm going to find them. I had to find some. I was like, I got to find them. So anyway, the Sassy Siennas by Dose of Colors. So this one is right here, and you know, clearly this is a very orange, warm toned palette, and you got that pop of coral right there. So let's give y'all that pop of coral right there. And then when you see it, this one is a lot more orangey, but it still is a very corally color, which works out for us with the Pantone color. Now, next up is in my Ace Beauté. This is in the Blossom Passion. And the reason why I grabbed this one is because a lot of times you will find corals with pink. You'll find, if you have pink palettes, a lot of times you're going to find some coral in it. Because coral looks really gorgeous with a pink. So right here is the one in this one. This is called Carnation, right? Oops, hello. It's Carnation right there. And let me show. And now this is the most pinky toned coral that I have right here. Child, I had to come back because I almost forgot all about this. This is the Bright Lights by Pinky Rose. And this color right here, Dreamsicle. Oh, do y'all see that? How did I almost forget about Dreamsicle? It's right here, right here. This is a very, y'all gonna see it. It's almost the same colors. But you notice this one has a little more brightness to it, where this one has a little more pink. This is a little more orangey colored, so it gives you that vibe. And then I went into my Glam Light, and right here they've got this beautiful color, Butterfly, baby. Look at that. This is definitely got that little pinky, more pinky, deeper colors, but this is a beautiful coral to play with. Now, finally, of my palettes, we've got this, and this is my Venus XL. And if y'all don't know that, I love this palette. And then we have this color right here, which is Flora, and this is Flora. Now this one is a more vibrant orangey coral, but if you can see, it's kind of got that vibrant orange to it. Yes, baby, yes. Now, what I also found, and I just got this recently, show this to y'all children, and if this is not the epitome of the Pantone Living Color, I don't know what is, y'all. And what I'm going to show you right now is this right here. Where is it at? What I do with it? Oh, snap. Oh, here it is. This is the ColourPop Jelly Much in Morning Light. Wait until y'all see this. Look at this beautiful, vibrant coral. Y'all see this? You don't need much of it, trust me. So I'm going to put a little on my hands. And I'm trying not to make a mess of these things, because these make a mess, child. These make a mess. But anyway, let me show you this right here. Let me swatch it. Oh, I didn't put that much on. But look, you can see it right there. You see how it's building up? Watch this. Let me grab a little more. Really give y'all the vibes. Boom. And this is a light for this. This is a beautiful golden undertone. It's got the golden, it's got the pink, it's got the orange. Very pretty. Really something to play with and get. So that is the Jelly Much. So now, onward to the look. don't know if my light is good, but here is the finished Pantone Living Coral look. I can't wait to see Nessa's look. I hope you all liked it. Here's a completed look. It is a little bright, but I think it's doable. What do you think? All right, thank you for watching. Make sure you go on and hit HotMessNessMUA after you watch this one. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Leave any comments. Tell me what you think. What are your favorite corals? And as always, if you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe on your way out. Appreciate you for that. All right, it's your Lulu. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free.